Hey everybody, it's Nina Motivates. The reason why I'm laughing is because if you popped on here, you probably saw me like at first and then didn't see me again, and it's like, what happened? Yeah, we're not gonna tell nobody. At first it didn't look like I was live, and that's the whole story, period. Okay. But we're live and we're ready and we're excited. We are here for another amazing author interview, and she is no stranger to the audience. She is no stranger to the author world, okay? And so I'm so super excited to introduce to you another author. Please light up the comments because I see y'all here. I see y'all coming in. Thank y'all for joining us for the other side of through author interviews. And we're gonna have some fun as we always do, excitement because we pump these authors up because they have shared a part of their life, a part of their livelihood, a part of their truth with not just me, but with us, with the world. And so we're excited. We want to encourage them. We want to push them to their greatness. And so I'm so excited, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and read her bio because I see she is here. So I'm gonna read her bio and I'm bringing her on stage and we're gonna get it going. D. Trifanya Osei, affectionately known as Elegant Granny, is a restoration strategist with 35 years of experience in the healthcare industry, 22 years in both private and public educational industry combined, and 10 years business owner and operator. Through her business, Elegant Granny LLC, she helps survivors of abuse heal and restore from traumatic experiences. Osei is also creator and host of the Proactive Eye podcast, discussing topics of intimate partner violence, domestic violence, that is, child abuse, sexual violence, and sexual assault, and suicide prevention as it relates to abuse. Osei has made special appearances on Stilettos in the City radio show, featured in Breath of Life magazine, and on Women Are Game Changers blog. Osei is author of Love's Celebration, 30 Days of Poetic Self-Love Affirmations, the book and the workbook. I got them on my shelf, y'all. Ritualistically Me, and contributing authors to several anthologies, including You Can, woo, 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 Diva Affirmations, we're in that together, Hope, Volume 2, which is You Can, Volume 2, and Reading as a Social Movement from our other girl, Lens of Faith Devotional. We're in that together. And now the other side of through. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? She is currently a doctoral candidate in divinity, specializing in spiritual healing. In addition, Osei is a poet, keynote speaker, life coach, spiritual counselor, and advocate and activist for victims and survivors of abuse. Y'all, she is the bomb.com. So I present to some and introduce to others my sister, Trifanya. I'm at
Hey.
her real life too, y'all. That's my real life sister.
Yeah, yeah.
And I am so excited to have you. And it's so excited that we have done several books together, whether you was in my anthology, we was in other people's anthologies together.
Yeah.
And so that's just the bomb.com. And here we are. You're in this one and then you're in the other one as well. So y'all, we stuck together like glue, okay? And so I
Yeah.
read your bio. I told them all this elegant stuff about you, but it's nothing like you telling the audience a little bit about you yourself. Tell the audience who you are in your own words.
Hey, everybody. I am Trifanya Osei, also known as Elegant Granny. I am restoration strategist and podcast host of the Proactive Eye podcast. And I support victims and survivors of abuse as they transition from a negative lifestyle to a positive one so they can be healthy and whole and all of those good things. So that's pretty much what I do. I also support those who are supporters of the victims and survivors. They have a hard time knowing what to do, what to say, and how to support them. So many of them don't help, or they say things that they say they think they caused more harm. So I help educate them a little bit about the mindset of the person that they are trying to support and that gives them more hope and insight so they can be there the way that person needs them to be.
That is so awesome. And like you just made me think, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have her to do a little training on one of my little Zooms or something. So y'all might be seeing me asking her to come on back because that's good. Like you need to know what to say, what not to say. And that's just not something that people talk about a lot, how to
Mhm.
train other people. So I thank you for the work you do. I thank you for your boldness. That sounds like a
Mhm.
book too. We always talking about, oh, this is a book, that's a book. That sounds like a
Mhm.
book that you need to do. How
Yeah.
to, just teaching people that. Yeah, you teach them, but having a little book with some of your samples of things to say, not to say, and how to help someone in those situations. Come on, we need that. So the people you
Yeah.
can't reach in the moment, they can get that book. Okay. Hey, Dr. T.
Hey, Dr.
I
Tammy.
know because of Dr. T, I was able to hug Trifania.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know this is not your first rodeo. I read the list of books. I read all the books that you've been a part of. But you have your own book as well, your poetry book. So we know about all the anthologies, but I want you to highlight your book, your writing, and can people expect any solo projects from you in the near future?
Okay. I've written two books. Excluding the anthologies. It's called Love Celebration. I have a poetry book, and then I have a workbook that goes along with it. But the workbook is standalone, so you don't have to have the poetry book in order to do the workbook. The workbook was designed to get you to think about some things, to think about your life. It's more from a survivor's standpoint, but it also helps others who are not in a survivor standpoint, who may not have thought about, hmm, maybe I really can turn this into a business, or maybe I really can go out and volunteer and support somebody with this right here. So that's the reason why the workbook was along with that. Now, to backtrack to what you said earlier about what I do and how I can help people talk to those that they love coming from a life of abuse, that is part of what I've written in this part, and it kinds of leads to the solo project that comes after this that will not publish until next year. So yeah, and yeah.
Y'all heard it. It's coming. It's coming, coming, coming. It's coming. So I'm excited. I
Yeah,
get
it's
excited
coming.
when people are stepping out and stepping into their power and authority to become solo authors, not just in anthologies, because Transfania is definitely a blessing to many, many, many of us who put
Mhm.
anthologies together. Because let me tell you how the other side of through came together. She called me and I had been talking to Sean like, man, it's time for a collaboration, but I kept like slow poking around. She called me and said, when what you doing? Like, when is the next anthology coming? And I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And so even in our
Yeah.
conversation, I was like, okay, I think I know which anthology to put together. And even just this week, I put like something on my Facebook page. She said, that sounds like a book, an anthology. I'm like, you know what? It does. And so
Mhm.
she doesn't
Yeah.
know how God has used her in this
Mm.
season. So I want to say thank you
You're welcome.
because I kind of know a few things that I'm going to kick off in 2024. And one of them, well, actually, it's going to be three anthologies going on simultaneously at one time that I'm going to put together. And so, y'all, it is scary, exciting, and amazing because putting an
Mhm.
anthology together, one by itself is a lot of work. Talking about doing three at a time, listen, I'm excited though. I'm looking forward to it. And so, thank you for allowing God to use you to lead me and to push me. And I always ask God for confirmations, and I always ask Him for three. I always need three. And so you definitely have been a blessing with being one of the three of pushing me into what it is to transit. We are transitioning to our purpose in this year, and so you're
Mhm.
pushing me more in that way, and I thank you. You are so
You're
thank you,
welcome.
Dr. Tammy. She said congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you just talked about a little bit about what you wrote in this book.
Hmm.
Let's get them a little teaser. Get them a little bit about what you wrote. Let them hear a little piece. Tell them a little bit about it, but don't give them too much because they got to buy the book from you. And I'm gonna go ahead and put your banner up because they need to know how they can buy the book, which is on pre-sale right now. You can get it from Trifanya right now through pre-sale for $20. It's gonna go up soon, so make sure you grab your copy now. And I turn it over to you.
Okay. All right. So my portion is called Free to Support, and it has a little bit of twist to it. To my former king, Scorpion King, thank you. Yep, I just did a strange thing. I am thanking my abusive ex husband here because after going through the process of healing, I understand how turning my negatives into positives can not only work out for my highest good, but for the good of others as well. So, yes, I am grateful to have had him in my life until we joined in matrimony. I was not aware of the generation of breakdowns that needed to occur in my life to be made whole. I was exposed to domestic violence as a child. I experienced an extremely violent marriage. I ran away from my marriage and became a survivor of abuse. Now, I am a supporter of victims and survivors of abuse.
So yeah, that was a teaser for real. So now you gotta grab the book in order to get more. If you know someone who is a survivor, if you know someone who may be in the situation now, listen, this book can help you. Her portion alone, now it's 14 authors that have written stories. I just did the introduction, so I'm now saying 14 because I was gonna write a story, but I'm like, no, these stories too powerful. That's good. They don't need no story from me. So I'm so excited for the authors. But if you know someone, we all know someone who may be in something that they don't see is not good for them or anything. And so, as she said before, her portion can help you help somebody else. And so, oh my goodness, that was life breaking and life changing right there because a lot of times when you're going through, you may not see yourself getting on out on the other side, but you are a living, breathing, walking testimony.
Yeah.
And you talked about wholeness, and that's something that's so important, so important. So I know y'all want the book. I know you want the book, and I know you want to buy it from Trifanga. So you see her information at the bottom, screenshot it. That's how you can contact her. You see her email address. And so also, I would love for you to talk about, and I'm kind of throwing this in there a little bit, just a little bit about Elegant Granny and what type of people you serve through Elegant Granny. And just because I just feel like the audience needs to know, who you serve and why you serve them, or what type of people would contact you for Elegant Granny.
Okay. Um, I support survivors. Mostly, I deal mostly with survivors of abuse. And what I do is I help them navigate, okay, what is next? I also deal with the victims, but what I do is I pretty much scope where they are, whether they are in their escape or they are in their process of escape or they need a plan. The majority of them need a plan because if they were to just up and leave, it would their life would end. And if they have any children or an elder they're trying to escape with, that puts them in harm's way as well. So what I do is I support them. The victims, I have other people who I closely work with underground who can get them safely to where they need to be. Once they are there and on the other side of the abuse where they are in a safe place, then that's where I take over. I help them navigate life as a survivor. And I also, if they are willing, if they say they are interested in becoming a supporter, helping others to make it out just like they did, I come in there too. And sometimes I can help them with some things. And then there are some other people, depending on what it is, what their goals for do, how they want to do it, I can direct them to someone else because I don't do it all. I do have other people that I work closely with who are specialized in other areas. So I'm more of an activist than I am an advocate, but I do advocate.
I absolutely love it. And I thought it was important for you to share because I want you all to see the importance of saving her information. Yes, we want you to get the book, but also keep that email address because if you know someone, if you come encounter with someone, if you are someone and you need that support, we know that it's happening. Okay. We know that it's happening.
Mhm,
This is October, so it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. And so
mhm,
this is a perfect opportunity for us to be sharing this information and getting this information out to the world so that you all can know that there is help, there is support, there is organizations and people who is there to support you, to help you throughout your transition, throughout your life, that you're not alone. A lot of times, I know victims feel like they're alone. And I love the fact that you said you help the abusers as well. Like, wow, a lot of times they're kind of like not thought about and they're going through something too. So it's like you need to,
mhm,
have that. They need a different type of support, not support into
mhm,
continuing to doing what they're doing, but a different type of support. And so I love that. I thank you for the work that you do. I know that God is smiling down on you for allowing your situation to build you and not break you. So I know I
mhm.
gave your information. I always tell the authors I'm gonna have you give your information, but I always get their information before they get their information. But is there any other contact information or ways you would like for people to connect with you?
This is it. The email right now, the email because the website is being updated. A lot of things are being updated because Elegant Granny is expanding. She's growing, she's expanding, and she's also evolving. So 2024 Elegant Granny that you know this year will not be the same next year. She has moved on. She will be in her 11th year in January. So there is so much that has taken place. So it's time to shift.
And she could drop the mic and walk away right there. Okay. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. I can't wait to see all of the shifts. I can't wait to be a part of the shifts. I love it. So y'all want to connect with Elegant Granny, okay? And so one of the things that I love to have you all do, you read a portion of the book, you told them some amazing things, and I just really truly believe you blessed some people today. I know you did, and you're going to see the fruits of the blessings that you deposited on today. Now, I always have a portion where I like for the authors to just speak whatever's on their heart or mind. So I'm going to turn it over to you and allow you to speak whatever you want to speak to the audience and whatever comes to your mind. Just free flow.
Okay, I'll be brief. You're not alone. There are so many people out here, and particularly this time of year. From this time of the year to January, domestic violence rate seems to be extremely high during this time. You're not alone. If you can get to that hotline number, call it. If you are in an extreme emergency, dial 911 if you're not able to get away. There are people who can help you plan to get out. If you are looking for someone to help you plan to get out, or if you just want to just talk to someone, you can reach me at the email and we can set something up. That's pretty much it.
I love it. And you mentioned a hotline. Do you know the hotline number off heart, like off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head, and everything is way over on the other side
And
because,
that's
like I
okay. What
said,
we'll do is we'll put them in the comments later. We'll put the
yeah,
hotline in the comments later because when she said, I said, "Oh wait, what's the hotline number?" And so, but we know
yes.
911 is available as well. Okay.
Yeah,
But
there's a
I
whole
love.
list. Yeah, there's a whole list of hotline numbers that I usually share, but it's
Okay.
kind of lengthy.
So if you share it to your social media, tag me, and I'll share it out as well. I'll share your
Okay.
post. So y'all gonna get the resources that you need. I want you all to make sure you share this live out. Matter of fact, I got a couple more areas I need to share it to because this is needed, and we just never know who life can be affected positively from the things that we share and the things that we do and the things we release. And I know we all have a lot going on. We're all dealing with things. And so And this is something that we haven't really talked about on doing the interviews. And so I know this is blessing somebody. Somebody is going through something, and they may not want people to know what they're going through. They may not want people to know that they're feeling these type of ways or any type of situation. But listen, if this is for you, reach out to Trifania. You don't have to even tell me. I remember just recently I have been like having hearts for young ladies on my mind and heart, and some of the situations and things that the young ladies have been reaching out to me about or were reaching out to me about. I'm just like, you can get out. You can have better. There is a way for you. And so let this be encouragement to you. Share this to someone. You don't even have to tell them why you're sharing it to them. Just share it to them and let them watch it. Let them be encouraged. Let them connect with, I want to just call it Trifania, with Elegance Granny, okay? Let them connect with her because there is help, there is hope, okay? And so I want you all to get what you need and get the book too. Make sure you purchase your copy from her for a discounted rate of $20 until November. I'm gonna say February. We ain't even there yet. November 15th. After November 15th, it goes up to $25. So get this book right now. You will hear the rest of her amazing stories and other stories. There is so much empowerment in this book. Not only that, it's Christmas time, y'all. Books are great stocking stuffer. Yes, people still
Mhm.
read. Okay, people still read. And so we want you to have a tangible book because sometimes audio books don't want to work or you can't get it up on your phone. Well, if you got that book right in your hand, you're able to open it up, you're able to look at it, you're able to read it, you're able to do what you need to do. So we want to thank you all for tuning in. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Be like, nope, I'm out of here. And so I want to thank you so much again for your yes. I want to thank you for taking time out to come and share your story and share Elegant Granny and share just your vision. And we are going, y'all gonna follow her. Make sure you're following her. She already let you know elevation is here. It's not coming, it's here. So we
Mhm.
want to see
Yeah.
what 2024, what Elegant Granny has for us in 2024. Okay. So make sure you all are following her. Make sure she is tagged in this post. So you
Mhm.
can click on her profile, you can follow her, and just look for all the great things that God is going to do in, through, and with her. So until next time, I think I won't see you all again on here for author interviews until Monday, maybe. So keep on watching, keep on supporting. Go buy the book, please, and thank you. And we will see you all later.
Mhm.
Bye for now.
Bye.